What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Celio's Network. So I think Mill is actually still a very viable deck. It's probably somewhere around tier 2 or so. A Cinccino Mill variant did get top 4 in the Limitless Qualifier 3 last weekend. And I think it's a pretty good play for the qualifier coming up this weekend. So I'm going to sit down and practice some games with Cinccino Mill. I'm kind of out of practice with Mill in the standard format. I played a lot of Zoroark Control back in the 2017-2018 Worlds format. And I played a little bit of Pidgeotto Control leading up to Sword and Shield, but haven't really gotten myself together with Mill. So I definitely want to sit down and practice it a bit and let you all learn with me while I, make probably some optimal plays along the way, and we'll point them out and learn from the misplays and whatnot. See if we can actually hit some meta decks on the ladder. Should be fun. This is the list I'm going to rock with, but before we get into the games, shout out to PotownStore.com, the best place for you to get PTCGO codes. I really appreciate it if you support them because they are my sponsor and it supports me as well. Use code CELIO for 5% off over there. And if you are interested in some further meta-analysis, deck lists, what I think might happen at Qualifier 4 this upcoming weekend, I do have a new article out over on Patreon, and I put out about 3 premium articles a month over there as of now, and I also do coaching for some of the higher up tiers, but we currently don't have any openings in that. Let me know if that's something you might be interested in, if I should open up some more tiers for that. Hope you enjoy this gameplay. Going first with a really good hand, actually. This is really solid. We've even got the quick ball for Zacian. We probably won't be needing a fire energy for a while, so we can just toss that away. Grab our Zacian. And looks like we're playing against either Baby Blounds or Firebox. Hopefully it's Baby Blounds. That's a much better matchup. We'll go ahead and I think we'll just toss everything down here. And we get Hammer and double Ordinary Rod off the top, so that's not amazing. But we have Cinccino in our hand, so that's cool. We can still definitely draw more cards next turn, no worries. Okay, so quick ball for Ultra Space. Looks like our opponent is playing Baby Blounds, so that's very good for us. A lot of the Baby Blounds lists play no Gust and no Fion, so if we're coming up against a list like that, then this should just be really, really favorable. We'll play down Cinccino. I guess we Great Ball before playing down Cinccino. No reason to really evolve it before playing the Great Ball, but it should not really ever matter. Just sequencing wise, you should play things like Great Ball before doing other things. So I guess we'll just grab Guru. And I'm actually just going to make do away this Guru. Okay. Double Crushing, double Ordinary Rod, double Pal Pad. Very, very nice hand here. Very much random. Much random, many variants. So our opponent here has Stellar Wished into a Fiery Flint. They quick balled away that Ultra Space turn 1, so I imagine they already had the Blound in hand. When we go back into our deck, I'm definitely going to want to see if we have Wobbuffet in the deck. I believe I saw it. Can't 100% remember, though. Alright, so what do we want to do here? We'll play these Crushing Hammers, see what we can do with them. Maybe disrupt our opponent very, very slightly, or we can just get double tails. And then I'm going to Cynthia Caitlin away this Minccino. No supporters to grab. We draw 3 cards. Actually, we probably should have made do before make dude. We should have used make do before playing Cynthia Caitlin. But we probably would have just played Cynthia Caitlin anyway, just to gain card advantage. But just a misstep there to note. And I don't want to make do away Lieutenant Surge, I don't think. We can probably make do away another Minccino. Actually, no, so I definitely should have used make do, because if I got a Tate Liza, I would have used Tate Liza to switch into Pokédoll. So there is a reason why right there. We'll attach this Recycle Energy. We could resource management, but I probably would just rather Intrepid Sword again. Now, Blounds usually doesn't play hand disruption, so my hand should be relatively fine here. We'll just Intrepid Sword. So Mill is not one of my most played archetypes, but I definitely think it looks decently well going into Q4. So I'm definitely trying to practice with it a bit, which is, you know, why I'm recording these games. Sat down to play some Mill, figured I would record it with my updated list, since I do think it looks decently well positioned going into Q4. Alright, so my opponent is actually going to Blazer for 10 damage. Okay. Alright, let's get our sequencing correct here this time. So, we can quick ball to thin the deck out, get rid of this Yell Grunt. So we are playing Wobbuffet, that's good. We'll get that down eventually. And next, I think we want a Great Ball. Is there anything in here we want to get off the Great Ball? No. So yeah, we'll just Great Ball here. Well, we got Mewtwo, okay. And we could just make do away this Zacian. Is there anything in here we want to shuffle in before using make do? I do not think so. We'll go ahead and do this. We got Bellelba, we got Sky Pillar. Sky Pillar is not useful for us. Actually, it could be. I take that back. It could be. They play Cramorant, so Sky Pillar could actually be of use. I completely take that back. We're on to potentially Bellelba here. I'm trying to think. Like I said, I would like to go into a doll, actually. Potentially go into a doll. We'll have to see. We could resource management. I could just throw something away that will resource manage back. I could throw away a Lieutenant Surge, Pal Pad it back in. I think I kind of like this. So we can make do away a Lieutenant Surge. And Pal Pad that back in. That and the Cynthia Caitlin back in. Since we don't need Yell Grunt. We'll Pal Pad those back in. And we don't need another Pokemon right now. We can always just save this for potentially Magcargo. And we did not play a supporter. So actually, this is... Okay, I definitely misplayed here. We wanted to Bellelba and Brycen-Man and then Pal Pad, I think. We could always Pal Pad the Bellelba back in, but I think we wanted to Bellelba and then potentially Pal Pad. So that definitely a misstep, but like I said, I'm rusty with Mill. I want to fix my game up a bit. My mill game. So practice makes perfect. We did hit a surge there, so we're just actually going to use this Pal Pad, put the Bellelba back in, put the surge back in. We'll resource manage those. And yeah, that's all we're going to do here. So resource manage, put back Pal Pad, put back, I guess we could put back Tag Call. Tag Call is very useful. We'll just put back 2 Pal Pads in the Tag Call. One of our Sky Pillars are in there. We have one in hand. Fiery Flint. Now, like I said, we don't know if our opponent is playing gust effects. So here they're going to knock something out so we can bench Wobbuffet, which is really important. We'll send up the doll, and here we go. We're going to get our Wobbuffet down. This is looking great. We actually don't have to put it down just yet. We could first Great Ball. Get a Cinccino out. Go ahead and make do. And is there anything we want to Pal Pad before we make do again? No, there is not. The Crushing Hammers, I really don't feel like they matter too much. They might be the most discardable thing here. I also have to decide if I want to save that Ditto for the Magcargo. I don't think I do, since Mew's in the deck. I actually can't remember off the top of my head if Magcargo is in the deck now. So we can just get rid of this Crushing Hammer. Yeah, we got a balloon. We only have one Bellelba. I'd really like a second Bellelba. Yeah, we're going to evolve this Ditto into Cinccino. And we're going to make do away one Ordinary Rod. Looking for that next Bellelba, and there we go. So we can go ahead and surge Bellelba. Oh, there goes Fion. They are playing Fion, and we just got rid of it. Okay. We'll want to play down this Wobbuffet. Just thinking. Oh, and they scoop when we played on the Wobbuffet. Okay, so that game was a little rough for me. I was definitely taking a little bit of time to make my decisions, trying to make sure I'm playing everything optimally, or at least I'm noticing my misplays when they happen. So that is a really good matchup, though, and we did just surge Bellelba, hit the Fion. They probably did not want us to hit that Fion, and then when we slapped down the Wobbuffet, that was just the icing on the cake for us. They could still knock out that Wobbuffet with a Cramorant, of course. The next play I was going to make was put down the Sky Pillar into play. Of course, they could always bump the Sky Pillar, but after they cram it, we can just play down another Sky Pillar, Ordinary Rod the Wobbuffet back into play, or back into the deck, Great Ball or Quick Ball, or draw into it. Alright, so let's see what we're playing against here. It was all lightning, so I'm thinking we're playing against Nuzzle or Pikarom. We'll start out with Zacian. We have the Air Balloon in hand. And let's see what our opponent has. Another really decent hand. Okay, so they start Bolton. We're probably playing against Pikarom. We have Quick Ball in hand. Do we want to use it to thin out our deck? Because we definitely want to draw into like Cynthia Caitlin or Research to get going next turn. We could get another Minccino down. I think that's probably our best bet to just, you know, get double Cinccino next turn, hopefully. So we'll quick ball away this Crushing Hammer. Grab Minccino. Search our deck. We do have Mew, which is good. Mewtwo and Magcargo are both in the deck. We prized one Bellelba. Okay. So really, really great turn one here. Play down all of this. And we could play this down here too, just in case we get Marnied or Stamped or something. Probably not Stamp, but maybe Marnie. Yeah, I think I'll put the Air Balloon here, and we'll Intrepid Sword. Okay, Great Ball, Minccino, Crushing Hammer. So with double Cinccino in hand, I'd really hate to get Marnied here. Okay, greens. So it looks like we're playing against Green's Pika. Green's Pika Boltund. This should actually be really, really favorable for us. The only real threat is that I guess they play custom catchers in this. So they could custom catcher Mew, and then if we don't respond with Ordinary Rod, get the Mew out again. I guess that could be a problem, but seems really, really favorable for Mill. So greens, Tag Call for Guzmahala, Cynthia Caitlin, and then they're gonna charge up some energy. Okay, we got Bellelba. This hand is actually pretty busted. Let's go ahead and start our turn off with a Great Ball, see what we're getting. Wobbuffet. I'm actually not even sure I want to put down this Wobbuffet. We'll probably just use that as discard fodder. So we'll go ahead and Crushing Hammer, see if that works. It doesn't. No biggie. We'll go ahead and just make do away this Wobbuffet. It stops Cocoa Prism, but it's not a big deal. We'll go ahead and evolve. Actually, do we want to Cynthia Caitlin this turn instead of Bellelba? Definitely a consideration here. We could just Cynthia Caitlin this turn instead of Bellelba, which means we can just make do away this Bellelba. And we'll get it back with Cynthia Caitlin. Now, Quick Ball. We probably want Guru with this Quick Ball, but if we Cynthia Caitlin into a Guru, we can just get something else with our Quick Ball. So I think we will Cynthia Caitlin away. Potentially Minccino, because our next two bench spots are Mew and Guru. So I think we'll get rid of this Minccino, since we know what our next two bench spots are. Okay. And now we'll quick ball away this Zacian. Or we could have quick balled away Magcargo-GX, actually. Magcargo-GX is probably the better thing to quick ball away. And we'll get down Guru, because we don't want Mew down preemptively. Or most likely preemptively. They would need another basic Cocoa 2 Energy Switch Thunder Mountain, I think. Or Energy Switch, and then attach after the Cocoa double. So, a Tag Bolt is unlikely. So we wouldn't want to give them the opportunity to gust up the Mew on their full blitz turn and then into the Tag Bolt. We would want to make them set up Tag Bolt first. So we'll put down this Guru. I'm going to retreat into Lillie's Polka Doll. And then we're just going to Intrepid Sword. Got Mew. Okay, actually really, really good draws there. Okay, and here's Guzmahala, so nothing to really worry about this turn. They're just getting Guzmahala, a pretty conservative supporter card. I don't think anything can really go horribly wrong for us this turn with them playing that. especially since this is Green's Pika. They don't have the Denes, they don't have more burst potential, so they're just going to electrify again. And now we can start worrying about Tag Bolt. So now is the time where we will be wanting to put Mew down. I think we'll start our turn off with a Bellelba here, actually. See what we get rid of, because our Mew is in our hand. That's like the most important thing here. We have an Ordinary Rod, we have a Guru. Not much can really go wrong off of this Bellelba, and then we'll see from there what we want to discard from our hand with Make Do, I think. So we'll Bellelba, and we got rid of Cynthia Caitlin Energy Crushing Hammer. Okay, and we milled off of them Energy Green's Energy. Okay, so we charged up the Cocoa Prism for them potentially. That's all. Now we're gonna go ahead and actually, is there any Pokemon we want? No, there's not. So we'll go ahead and make do away the Magcargo-GX, which we should have probably gotten rid of last turn. And oh, look at that, we have Sky Pillar as a backup option. And I think we will make do away. I can't see ourselves researching right now, but maybe later on if we get stamped or Marnied, maybe we could want research to be something in our deck. So we'll get rid of Tate Liza right now. Got another Guru, so we're going to put down this Mew. Definitely want the Mew down, and we're going to put the Mew and the Sky Pillar down on staggered turns. So if they knock out the Mew, we could always Sky Pillar, but I'm confident we could get the Mew back anyway. We know they have Thunder Mountain in their hand, so we don't want to put down Sky Pillar now anyway. It's just a waste. The Sky Pillar, of course, is there for Dragapult VMAX. But it also helps against this. It helps against Cramorant and Baby Blounds. Helps against Espeon Deoxys Tag Team, because apparently that's still a thing in some Mewtwo decks. And they're just going to Bolt Storm here. And I was talking about Espeon Deoxys. What did they get? They got Double Boss's Order with their Green's Exploration. Okay, so they want to start taking prizes, and that means we need to start, we need to prepare to mill them, and I think we're pretty prepared. They didn't search for a stamp, so I feel like our hand's going to be fine. We do know they have a Thunder Mountain in hand. They're definitely going to be looking to bring up this Mew this turn. We're going to want to put down another doll. Let's see here. So we'll start with Bellelba yet again. They still have not taken prizes, so we're not surging yet. Let's see what we lost. We got rid of Doll, Crushing Hammer, Great Ball, and on their side we got rid of Great Catcher, Bolton, Flash, so nothing important. And then we're going to do a little bit of Make Do. Double Pal Pad is very nice, so we can get back our Bellelbas. So I actually think we will Pal Pad now to get back double Bellelba, because we want to be drawing into Bellelba, and we'll make do away another Cinccino. Got Recycle Energy, which is going to be good in the coming turns. So yeah, I think we'll just play down a doll, retreat into the doll, make them gust around it, bring up the Mew, we'll do that whole dance, and they take a prize card, which allows us to start Surge Bellelba-ing. And actually, we have two Sky Pillars in hand. I kind of want to play one down just in case they're holding onto a stamp to mess us up. I'm going to play down this Recycle Energy just to get one extra card out of our hand. I'm going to play down an Air Balloon just to get one more card out of our hand. And I don't think we'll play down a Sky Pillar. I think that's just always wrong. I'm going Intrepid Sword. So I'm just watching my deck size. We're fine to Intrepid Sword there, and we can start resource managing when we're ready, potentially next turn. We have Surge Bellelba in hand, so we just need, we have double Tag Call in hand too, so we can just get our Bellelbas. They're going to Boss's Order up the Mew here, and of course we are holding on to our Ordinary Rod, so we should be just fine with that. Oh, actually, okay, they're going to Boss's Order up Cinccino, not the Mew. So they're not giving themselves a potential Tag Bolt turn, and they're activating Surge, so that's pretty bad. Let's go ahead and we'll just Tag Call for the Bellelba here. And then we'll actually draw some more cards. Okay, 4 cards in deck, and those cards are all gonna get milled. So we'll Surge Bellelba. Potentially I should have Great Balled for that Ditto since I knew it was in there. I was thinking about it, but I'm not even sure if we'll need that. And now we have Recycle Energy Oranguru, so that's good to go. What else do we need to do? We'll Pal Pad our Bellelbas back in. We have a Surge in hand. We have another Bellelba in there already. So double Bellelba on the top of the deck. Nothing else to do really. We retreat. And we'll go ahead and resource management. So we'll put back Pal Pad, and Doll. Okay. So they have 10 cards left in deck. We can just win next turn. Yeah, we have game in hand. Oh, okay, they have reset stamp. I mean, I think we should still be pretty fine to get it. Arguably, I should have just Great Balled for that Ditto, though, like I mentioned last turn. Because getting Great Ball for the Ditto, could have put it down, Ordinary Rod, Cinccino back into the deck. We can get 2 Make-Dos this turn. So, I think I should have done that. But even if we don't win here, we'll just win on the next turn. So we'll send out Doll. And, oh, there we go. Lieutenant Surge. We won. We'll grab Bellelba. Oh, no. Bellelba Mewtwo. There we go. That's the correct card. Magcargo is in the deck. Not in the deck. In the discard pile. So we'll go ahead and Surge. Bellelba. Just the top effect. Bellelba. And we will win the game with Magcargo's GX attack. Burning Magma, GG. Alright, so like I said, this is a really, really easy matchup. Since Green's decks are kind of linear, and they weren't even going for the Mew, which surprised me, but I guess they wanted to get rid of my draw engine, just go about it that way, see if that could work. And it could definitely make me stumble, especially since I didn't Great Ball for that Ditto. Another pretty decent start. I've been getting pretty good hands with this list. I think this list is really consistent. I made some changes, so it still has the energy disruption to deal with ADPZ a bit, to help against Dragapult a bit, and but it also is fairly consistent as far as mill decks consistencies go. So let's see what we're playing against here. They start with a Mew. They have a Pika-Rom deck box, but that does not look like an energy that a Pika-Rom would play. Okay. So we could Tag Call and then Great Ball. That seems like a fine thing to do. We'll get these two. Actually, we'll Cynthia Caitlin then Great Ball. If we draw into Pokemon, that could help us decide what we want with Great Ball if we have choices. So we're going to go ahead and Cynthia Caitlin away this Zacian. Get nothing out of the discard. Okay, Quick Ball. That's good, but let's Great Ball before the Quick Ball, of course. So there's more Pokemon in the deck. Minccino is great to see. That's very good. And Great Ball again. And Cinccino is great to see. Very good. And now we can just quick ball for one more Minccino. So we'll bench this. We don't know what we're playing against. I think I'm kind of just wanting to get rid of either the Sky Pillar because there's a good chance it's not useful, or we get rid of the Mewtwo because we can just Ordinary Rod it back in at some point in the game. I think I'll get rid of Sky Pillar. There's a chance they're playing something wonky, and maybe, I don't know, they could Giraffe Rig away our Mewtwo or something like that, and that could definitely hurt us at some point. We'll do this, play down our Doll, and Air Balloon go into the Doll. Just a really, really good first turn here. And Intrepid Sword. Okay, cool. Doll, Surge, Bellelba. Looking good. And we still don't know what our opponent's playing. We know they're playing Mew and a Unit Energy. Could be some kind of, could be a Spiritomb deck. Could be Galarian Weezing. If it's Galarian Weezing, I feel like Galarian Weezing's really good versus Mill because they shut off the Cincinos and they shut off everything. Okay, it's Spiritomb. They Tool Scrappered our Air Balloon. I really don't like that. They're going to pay for that. And they're going to Psi Power 30 on our Doll. So if if they're going in with Psi Power as their strategy, maybe Sky Pillar could actually be good if they're going to use Psi Power. We'll send up the Zacian. Okay, double Cinccino. Very nice, very nice. We're going to probably go for a supporter that's not Bellelba. Either Tate Liza to switch into the Doll, or Cynthia Caitlin to draw more cards and go for another Air Balloon. So we're not going to support her just yet. Let's go ahead and make do away the Mewtwo since we're not going to be needing that yet. Double Crushing Hammer, that could be good. Let's see what Crushing Hammer does for us. Heads, okay, there we go. Very good. Let's go ahead and I mean, they could be taking a knockout pretty soon, so maybe we want to hold on to the Surge. I think the better thing to get rid of is Bellelba, maybe. Yeah, let's get rid of one Bellelba. Another Surge. Should have got rid of the Surge. Oh, boy. Okay, so looks like the Zacian is staying out there this turn. Let's go ahead and Bellelba them. Could definitely hurt us, but hopefully it'll hurt them instead. We got rid of Minccino, Tate Liza, Fire Energy. We weren't too off of that Tate Liza. And we got rid of Research, Aurora Energy, Research. If they don't have a good hand, that could actually be really good for us to get rid of those cards. I'm not going to put down the Doll because they're just going to ping it for 3 with Psi Power on the bench. So I'll let them put that damage elsewhere, even if they have an energy. We have to see if they have an energy first, but we'll just Intrepid Sword for 3. We got Sky Pillar, Doll, and Great Ball. And, of course, we are drawing cards every turn with Cinccino, so that's good. Now, I'm going to say it's probably unlikely they knock us out with Zacian, but it's they knock out our Zacian with Spiritomb, but it's definitely possible. Okay, so it is some sort of Spiritomb box, and they had that unit energy in there. So they're playing probably 4 Rainbow, 4 Aurora, a Beast, and maybe a unit or 2 on top of all of that. A lot of energy. I never find... finding energy is never an issue with me when I'm playing a Spiritomb deck. Looks like our opponent here might have been worried about finding energy, so they added in some extra. Okay, so they're just 1 damage counter and a Hustle Belt away from being able to knock out this Zacian this turn. There's the Adventure Bag. For double Hustle, maybe they have the Switcher, the Scoop Up, or the Board in hand already. Here's an Acro Bike. Getting rid of a Jirachi. Okay. So yeah, it looks like pretty classic Spiritomb beasts. There's the board in hand already. I'm actually really upset that we lost that Bellelba last turn. That I made do it. I used make do to it's always weird saying make do in the past tense. I used make do to discard a Bellelba when I guess I could have discarded the Lieutenant Surge because we drew into the Lieutenant Surge, but there's more Bellelbas to go around, so let's see what we can do. Maybe we can get this Zacian off the board this turn using Bellelba's effect. So I think we'll start this out by using Crushing Hammer. And we got heads. Awesome. And now we'll go ahead and Great Ball. Mew, Ditto, Cinccino. Let's see. Let us see here. I think we'll grab a Cinccino. We're probably just going to Pokémon away this Cinccino, but let's see what we get off of our make do's. So we're going to go ahead and make do away a Surge since we have 2 in our hand right now. They still haven't taken a prize yet. We have Pal Pad. That's good. I actually think I want to Pal Pad in those Bellelbas to give us a better chance of drawing into one. Yeah, let's do that. So we'll Pal Pad in these Bellelbas. And we also want to find an Air Balloon. So we're asking for a lot here. We're asking for Air Balloon and Bellelba off the top 2 cards. Let's see if we can make that happen. We'll make do away 1 Cinccino. So we got Tag Call, which is that's a Bellelba, but it's not getting Zacian out of the active, unfortunately. So yeah, let's go ahead and we'll use this Tag Call, of course. We can get Cynthia Caitlin and a Bellelba. We're not really in a rush to use Bellelba right here, so we'll just grab Cynthia Caitlin. Maybe we get an Air Balloon off of it, because yeah, we're only down 1 Air Balloon, I think. They tool scrappered it, yeah, so another's still in the deck, or at least I think it is. Well, I guess we'll check when I use Pokémon after the Cynthia Caitlin, because I would rather Pokémon after Cynthia Caitlin in case we get our first priority, then we'll just search out our second one. We'll go ahead and Cynthia Caitlin. It looks like they're not going with this Sky Pillar strat, and even if they do decide to do that, I think that's a really slow tactic. But my other thought is that... Actually, let's see what's in here. 10 surges in there, so we can just get rid of this surge. My other thought is that they can just clean up this Zacian if we do get it off of the... if we do get it out of the active here. Okay, so no Air Balloon. Something that we could have done is attach this Recycle last turn, and then now we could attach this Fire Energy. So maybe that would have been good to do last turn. I'm going to put down this doll, since they're likely going to want to knock out this Zacian this turn if possible. They could Marnie us, they could stamp us, so maybe I put down 2 dolls. I am also going to Pokémon Communication here. And... I kind of want to grab Ditto for a 3rd Cinccino. We could get Guru. I think I want the Ditto for a 3rd Cinccino, because we're going to want to mill them aggressively once they take these 2 prizes. We're going to want to make this happen fast, since they are taking 2 prizes to start things off. So we'll play down this Ditto. I have a doll already. I don't think I need to play down a second doll right now. Maybe I just want to do that to get it out of my hand in case they Marnie me or whatever. Yeah, we'll play down this doll. We'll play down this Sky Pillar. And we could even play down this Fire Energy to potentially threaten a Magcargo there. But I think we'll just hold on to that. And then we'll Intrepid Sword, since this Zacian's unfortunately stuck in the active. Alright, so let's see what's going on here. Got some damage happening. They might be preserving the damage from the active onto the bench, but it's not like we're going to knock them out anyway. They might be scoop up netting this Spiritomb, and no, they're not. Okay, I was thinking maybe they're scoop up netting this Spiritomb to use Jirachi or something, to put down Jirachi and use it, but they're just going to take the knockout here. 29 cards in the deck. This is doable. We can definitely mill them. So they've taken the first blood. It is 2 prizes. Not what I would prefer, but it is what it is. So we send out Lillie's Poké Doll. We have the Surge Bellelba here. We are going to want a Guru. Definitely going to want a Guru. So I think we don't need to start things off with searching out the Guru. We can actually make do. So we'll make do. And I might actually not end up wanting that third Cinccino. We'll have to see. We'll make do this away. And we'll quick ball for Guru. So we got our Guru out. That's good. Now we're going to want to Surge Bellelba. Anything else we need to do before that? No, there's not. So we're going to go ahead and Surge. And Bellelba. And Bellelba some more. Alrighty now. Attach Recycle. Pal Pad. We're going to want Surge Bellelba as our top cards. Not that it really matters too much. We can just draw everything anyway. And we're going to send that to the bottom of the deck. Send out Resource Management. And we're going to use this. So we do need to get an Ordinary Rod back, I believe, for the Guru purposes. We have one in hand? No. So yeah, we need to get back Ordinary Rod, probably double Pal Pad. Yeah, that seems fine. So yeah, just kind of a note, I guess, that we have a Guru prized and an Ordinary Rod prized, so we definitely have to, it's definitely important here that we resource managed that Ordinary Rod back into the deck. That was very important. Or we would be without Gurus, and we don't want that. So they're going to knock out this Guru. We send up the doll. There's our Surge, and we'll go ahead and make do. And we make do again. Now I'm thinking, did I put, it doesn't matter if I put the what order I put the cards in, because we can just, yeah, it's actually better that I Ordinary Rodded like this, but we would have been fine anyway if it was the bottom, because I just could have put that Cinccino down. But yeah, I should have purposely put the Ordinary Rod in the top two cards of that Resource Management, and I couldn't remember if I did it correctly or not. So yeah, we really just want one card in there, because there's one card in there already. We want to draw both and then resource into it. So shuffle, 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 evolve this, and we want to draw our last two cards, one of them being Guru, of course. Now we're going to Surge Bellelba. Takes me back to my Zoro control days, the 0 cards and deck and whatnot. And now we can go ahead and use double Pal Pad, and we will do 2 Bellelba and to Surge Bellelba, bench Guru, attach doll to the bottom, Guru to the active. Now we can't win next turn, we can win the turn after that. We'll put doll down and Resource Management, and we'll put Ordinary Rod and double Pal Pad. There's 5 cards there. We'll draw 1 for turn, so that's 4. So that means we're gonna have to Bellelba away the very bottom card of the deck, I believe. So I don't think the bottom card we get actually matters, if I'm doing my math correctly there with the 0 card deck. Well, actually we can Ordinary Rod and then, no, we'll Ordinary Rod after. So yeah, I don't think we get to keep the very bottom card of our deck. So I probably played this a little too frivolously at some point that we've ended up with just the 1 card hand. But like I said, I'm trying to get better at mill in the current standard because I'm kind of unpracticed in playing mill in this format. So hopefully we're learning together here. But if all works out, I think I should, okay, so they're actually helping us there. Now we don't have to get Guru back 2 turns in a row? Yeah, okay. They should have just knocked out the Guru. It makes things much harder for us. Do I actually, I think, yeah, I sent up the Guru here again. We draw our cards with resource management, okay. So we got Bellelba. We make do. We'll have to Ordinary Rod this energy back into the deck. And there's 1 more Bellelba, I believe. So if we make do for these next 2 cards, we should get Bellelba Ordinary Rod, if I did this correctly. Bellelba Doll. Oh, right, because we put the doll at the bottom of the deck. So we will be milling those cards, and I'm just going to have to get them back with resource management, unfortunately. So I might have did this incorrectly. Yeah, if they're playing Marnie, I think we could actually lose here, the way I did this. Do we have to mill? Actually, we can just Bellelba once and save our Surge Bellelba here. If we Bellelba once and then they draw a card, we can Surge Bellelba Mew Magcargo next turn and win. So we, unless of course they Marnie or something, which they have a large hand, so they might. So we might have done this incorrectly, or they might have. It might just be because of that turn 1 where we lost Zacian, or not turn 1, or the first knockout they took, we lost Zacian. So yeah, they have a large hand. They're probably holding onto a shuffle draw, which is not good for us. So we want to put back Ordinary Rod, Pal Pad. So we Ordinary Rod the Mew and the Fire, and then we draw. So we actually don't need Pal Pad. This would be like a 1 turn. We're just winning next turn, so we don't need all the resources. We just really need an Ordinary Rod, the Bellelba. Well, they knock this out. We make do away the doll, and we get the 1 card. Okay, so we need Ordinary Rod, Bellelba, and I'll just say another Bellelba, because we need something to get rid of as well for the last card after we Ordinary Rod the Mewtwo and the Fire Energy in. I believe I did that correctly now. Of course, granted, they don't play a shuffle draw, but I think they have to play a shuffle draw here, right? Like, there's no way they don't have shuffle draw here. And if it's, no, so yeah, if they have a reset stamp, they just win. But yeah, they've got to have a shuffle draw. They've played 4 research. Okay, no, they're just going to attack us. So somehow I've played pretty poorly this game, And oh no, I did. So I forgot about the Recycle Energy. We did not even need to put that extra Bellelba in. So yeah, somehow I've won this, and yeah, that I don't know. I just do not know. I don't know what happened here. I do not know what happened here. Something crazy. They had to have had shuffle draw left. They just had to. And yeah, Burning Magma GX for the game. So I don't know what happened there. Like I said, I'm unpracticed at mill, and that's why I was sitting down to practice some mill, and so I brought everyone along for the adventure. I hope you guys enjoyed this video of me playing mill somewhat okay, and at least pointing out the misplays. So I hope you all enjoyed that. Let me know if you like watching me play a deck likely suboptimally while I'm still learning it and working out the kinks with my play with the deck, so we can all learn together. Let me know if this was something you enjoyed, instead of me just, you know, leaving out my practice and then coming back a few days later and just playing the deck. Well, if you liked watching me mess up and learning with me, let me know. But yeah, as always, shout out to PotownStore.com, best place to get your PTCGO codes. Use code Celio for 5% off. And subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed the content. Be sure to leave a like. It really does help the video reach more viewers and reach new people. And I'll see you next time here on Celio's Network.